The Chronicles of Nostradamus.
I am Michel de Nostradamus. Since the 16th century, I have watched the heavens and mankind. I have seen kingdoms rise and empires collapse. And in the fire of my visions, I saw France lose her crown, then miraculously find it again. I must tell you the tale. I spoke of 7 branches that would mark the final countdown of monarchy in France. These are the last 7 kings before the fall of the fleur-de-lis. Then the 7 branches shall be reduced to 3. 3 brothers who will reign successively over the throne of France, marking the final, fatal stage of the Ancien Regime. 7 kings, 7 reigns, 7 gates leading to the end. Like the 7 gates of Thebes, like the 7 against Thebes. The Bourbon dynasty was great, but it was cursed, like the house of Atreus, condemned by an original sin. I saw Henry, Louis, Charles, all bound by a tragic destiny. And then I saw the return of the king, a return long delayed, but very real. You must listen to the details of this strange and profound story. For here is the tale of the last 7 kings of France. The first of the 7 bore the name Henry, the 4th, son of Navarre. He came amidst turmoil, in the heart of a war of religions that tore the kingdom apart. They say that I, Nostradamus, once saw pass before me a young boy during a visit by Queen Catherine to Salon de Provence. He was not a dauphin nor a prince of the realm, but when I looked at him, I knew, for I saw in his eyes the destiny of a king. The first of the 7, Henry, the Béarnais. He ended the wars of religion, but at what price? I saw his changing faith, a Catholic king, but with a Protestant heart. He was the key to a fragile peace, and that renunciation was the first stone of an unstable edifice, like Agamemnon returning to Mycenae. Henry entered Paris in triumph, only to be stabbed. Ravalac's blade was the vengeance of a troubled France, and the curse settled upon the Bourbons. I had seen it. Royal blood was destined to flow. And the year 1589, the year of his accession, was marked by an invisible seal. 2 centuries before the revolution. The countdown had begun, but then no one knew it except me, his son. Louis XIII was a king without power. Richelieu ruled in his place. The king was a man, silent, melancholic. The monarchy grew centralized, but the king diminished. He became but a ghost beneath the red cassock of the cardinal. Like Orestes, he lived in the shadow of a dead father and an all-powerful minister. The kingdom was no longer guided by the sacred hand, but by the cold reason of state. The monarchy was drifting irreversibly from God. Then came the son, the dazzling king, Louis XIV. He wanted everything, to know everything, to control everything. He built Versailles like a temple, claimed the adoration of the nobles, reigned alone for a long time, too long. But I saw in his splendor the seeds of collapse. For the higher one rises, the closer one comes to divine retribution. Like Prometheus, he believed he could master the forces of the universe. He extinguished liberties, smothered voices, imposed his will. And beneath this mask of grandeur, I saw the weariness of the people and the abyss of the future. His great-grandson, Louis XV, was born a king and lived in boredom. He loved pleasures, gardens, women, games, but not the people nor their suffering. France was growing poorer. The colonial empire was crumbling, and the king looked away. Like the sons of Ate, he lived unaware that he bore the guilt of past generations. He did nothing. He refused to see, and the silent thunder of fate gathered above him. Then came the fifth, the most tragic, Louis, the 16th, honest, pious, but a prisoner of a century he could not comprehend. He did not hear the murmurs. He did not see the revolution. He did not understand his people. He was like Oedipus, blind to his fate, walking into the abyss, thinking he could avoid it. I saw the ravages of the revolution, the angry crowd, the heads falling. I saw the king weep, not for himself, but for France. I saw him imprisoned at the Tuileries, tried, condemned. I saw him ascend the scaffold with dignity, and I heard the silence of the heavens when the blade fell. I saw the guillotine, like a raised cross for a crucified monarchy, and I wrote long before it happened. I described the new masters of France as cunning, and Martins cunning, for they were prudent men, sly, discreet, and the Martin, a supple and elusive creature, suited them well. They acted in the shadows, infiltrating the church, infiltrating the court. After the chaos came restoration. Louis XVIII, brother of the fallen king, returned under foreign protection. He was no longer sacred, no longer legitimate in hearts. He was a king, without faith, without flame, without a true kingdom. He was not anointed in rams, and did not heal the scrofulous. As an heir to a fallen throne, he ruled over ruins. The monarchy was dead. It merely survived. France no longer believed in its kings. The last, the third brother, the most obstinate, Charles X, wished to turn back time. He tried to restore absolute monarchy, privileges, divine right. But it was too late. The people had risen, and I saw the barricades, the rifles, the cries of 1830. The last Bourbon crown vanished in the dust, and the monarchy shall be overthrown and the scepter lost. Interpretation. Thus ended royalty. Like the Atreides, the Bourbons were struck by the weight of an ancient fault, forsaking faith, perverting the anointing, ruling without justice, and like the sons of Oedipus, they fell one after the other. Blindness, luxury, forgetting the people. 7 kings, 7 seals. The book was closed, but it was not the end. I, Nostradamus, have seen further. I have seen in the shadows of centuries a king rise. He does not come from palaces, nor from courts. He comes from the suffering of the people. The common folk call him, and he shall answer their call. He will take upon his head the crown, long left, without a wearer. The lily will bloom again. They call him the Great Monarch. He shall restore the kingdom of France. He shall reconcile France with her ancestral traditions, for the shadow of kings still looms over the palaces of the Republic. He will end the curse. He will return to France, her divine mission. The lily will return. I, Nostradamus, have seen the end of kings. I have seen thrones broken, palaces emptied, scepters abandoned. I have seen a France without a master, but not without a destiny. And I tell you, this is not the end. It is never the end, for history returns, always. And he who reads the stars sees what is to come.